The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
All right. Obligatory One Piece reference here, and I think we're good.
I mean, have you caught up to
No, I need to put y'all on a new anime. Pokemon Horizons is going stupid right now. Y'all need to catch up. It's actually insanely good. It's actually insanely good.
I'm still at the end of Alola right now. I'm technically done.
Dude, skip Journeys. Skip Journeys. It doesn't matter. All that matters about Journeys is like really like well, it's just a Masters 8 arc that you would really want to watch anyways. Like, it's fine. Ghost Story, kind of cute. You can skip it. It's okay. Horizons goes stupid.
Dang.
Fire.
Like,
all right.
Horizon, like Pokemon Horizons a couple weeks ago was one of the top trending anime in Japan. It's insane. Like, people love
guys.
it.
New Patreon idea, okay? So Daisy and I have the One Piece thing. Muhammad and I and Daisy maybe can do a Horizons thing, and then you two can do DLC stuff. While I sit here and twiddle my thumbs for the next month.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch has no overpowered move. I am your host, your PM, your DM, your GM, Anirudh himself, and with me here, releasing episodes faster than I am.
It's me, Muhammad. Come check out the Scratch and Not podcast anywhere your podcasts are not. And over to my left is someone who has a business card made entirely of aluminum foil.
Yes, it's me. I'm Daisy, and it really helps when you really need to bake some cookies real fast. You can just give somebody a business card, be like, here you go. I put it in the oven.
A little bite-sized cookie.
Yeah.
You have business card size cookies?
Oh yeah, that's actually what it is. The business card information is printed backwards on the aluminum foil, so that when you bake the
you press the dough. Oh, that's genius!
Yeah,
I love it.
Onto the cookie.
Big brain.
So it's really the cookie card, but so it takes a little effort to get it. I haven't gotten any job offers yet.
I will say, top tier marketing. I will say,
it's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. Because that's what you want to do to recruiters. You want to give them a puzzles to try to figure out who you are. I just went to a career fair recently.
Gross.
And that. And also, it reminds me, being no longer employed and going to school means that I need to relearn / remember how to get a job again, which is, I have time, but still.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
That's a good point. By the time this episode gets released, I'm probably have graduated, so...
You'll get there.
So it won't be an issue when you guys hear this, maybe.
So you're telling me I'm still going to be editing episodes for this arc in, 2029? Come on now. What are we doing?
I mean, you could do Daisy's strategy of...
edit them all now.
Edit them all now, and then just poke and prod at me until I finally release the episode I was supposed to release. When did this episode come out? 7 months ago, maybe? I don't know. Enough about the behind-the-scenes stuff, though. Let's go in front of the scenes, in front of the curtain, specifically the curtain where the dance studio was, and that leads us to a transition that was actually pretty decent. Last time on Not a Scratch. ... Audience participation here.
There was a ...
There was a ... I think I probably said ... at one point.
It sounded like you were going into the history check. Why don't you continue?
You know what, Anirudh? Let's see how good your Not a Scratch history is for once, huh?
All right. Last time on Not a Scratch, they effectively arrived at Watertown, a small town that had about 2 minutes of screen time before they decided to walk to Den City, which took 3 hours and one long conversation between the two. Reaching Den City, they found a single farm by a Garbodor and Trubbish. Underneath that farm, however, and all the other open area land, is Den City itself, a city in a den, technically speaking. It's underground. go down underground, popped up at the dance studio where they were to meet the Dancer, which is a Pokemon's name that I still can't pronounce. It's a Quaquaval?
Quaquaval. You're close enough.
Quaquaval. Val. Okay, Val. Quaquaval, who is, this is canon. I don't know if I mentioned this in the episode, but it's in the post-game probably. Canonized as the only level 100 Pokemon in this universe. For now. But at the very least, as of this moment, the only level 100 Pokemon, and second place ain't even close. There's a whole backstory that we probably will never touch on as to why they're level 100, but they're level 100.
That's for the spin-off
the Dancer,
show.
Yeah, that's for the spin-off show that will absolutely exist at some point in time between now and the end of time. So the Dancer is a combination of Edna Mode and your auntie, just that auntie. You know what I'm talking about? That auntie.
Yep.
Combination of those two characters. And after a little bit of discussion, a display of power against some criminals, including a longtime rival Togepi, that Daisy insists has a lot more backstory than I think it does. From there, we return back. They give you two, I forget exactly what I called, the Mind Gem or something equivalent to allow contact with Quaquaval at any point in time, and then you are exiting, which is where we exit the history check.
Good job. You remembered
That's
it all.
right. I listened to the show.
Now,
Yeah,
what
I'm a
would you
little
like?
upset he actually got it.
Yeah, what you talking about?
The sprawl of Den City is before you. The tunnels careening around.
See, that's what a
Hustle
good
and
GM
bustle.
does.
Now,
I say
What would
That's
you
what
like to do?
either that's what a good GM does, or that's what a prepared GM does. What I did was literally make the players make the city, which worked remarkably well. I had no input in this city except the fact that the Dancer existed here.
That's
Daisy, I don't know
also-
about you, but when we were coming up with density, I was just memeing the whole time. I didn't think Anirudh was actually going to let it run.
I don't know.
That's the best part.
I
The
always
meme
believe.
becomes legit.
Anirudh never lets our memes be dreams.
Nope, canon
That-
is canon.
You have dreams?
No, I only have memes.
Oh.
You two, character-wise, have a lot of dreams, though we won't see any of them immediately, as this is my transition into maybe starting the story.
Folks, look at the timestamp now. Check back in with us in about 33 minutes.
Maybe, I don't know. It's noon right now in the in-universe time, so maybe the episode does 14 minutes of clock, or maybe it does 12 days. Who knows?
Shopping.
Before we dive on in, is there anything that you would like to discuss?
Oh, I
Raining
had some
things.
Doritos.
Go for it. Talk about them.
That's
You did
it.
have to. Oh, that is a crucial
That's it.
point that I forgot to mention. Yes, Rose did have Doritos because Rose was on different timing last episode.
Key detail missed. That's minus 6% on your grade.
Oh no, this
Bumped
sounds
you
like
down
my
to a
boss.
B.
Rip. Anything else though?
No, that's it. Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go indeed. Without further ado, let us dive on in. So we exited the previous episode with you exiting the city. Before you officially walk up those stairs, if you did, you're going to walk back down maybe. Is there anything you would like to do in Den City itself?
Yeah, actually, we changed our mind. We're just going to spend the entire time just walking around the city.
Yeah,
You
we're
could.
actually just
I'm
gonna
about to pull
train
up the Red
the
Book at that
dancer
point.
until we're level 100.
Okay, that would take a very long time and world go boom. But if you wanted to do that, I'm not going to stop you. See, unlike other DMs and GMs where they have a system and a story in place that they want to keep, no. If you want to ruin the story and blow it up to smithereens, that's fine. I am here for it. I got thousands of ideas back here that are trying
Hey,
to get
you-
out during my random econ classes.
You're the one who
okay.
you're the one who keeps kicking the Manaphy can down the road so that we can keep Manaphy in the show longer. We're giving you an easy out here, dude.
I trust Adam and Pearl and Miss Quagmire. They'll get it done.
They finally showed some competence in helping track down one of the items, so they got it.
It's time to party.
It's that moment where like, yep, they've proven their worth. I'm retiring.
Kyle's out there like, I'm too young for this.
I'm too young for this. Speaking of, Kyle, I don't know if this has ever come to your point of view. As of date-wise, it is August 22nd, and I'm following the U.S. system. In other words, school theoretically is starting very soon.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming that the school system is like, if you're not in a guild, you continue in school. But if you get through the guild tryouts, considering they're held at schools, and you get into a guild, no, there's your education. Have fun.
All right, Kyle. The rest of this arc, we gotta get you back to school.
The rest of the arc is just a mad scramble for Kyle to head back to Thunder Tree before he gets late for day one.
This is really the secret as to why we went so fast here, because Kyle had to go back to school. He can only work in the summertime.
Adam said you had a year. Kyle said, I have summer vacation.
Yeah. And guys, and this is where we flash forward now. It is about September 8th or something. It's Labor Day. Kyle, you have one extra day. Good luck.
A school that starts after Labor Day? Yes, I've never experienced that.
Oh, no. You misunderstand me. Your school starts now. We jump to September 8th.
Oh, I have one long weekend to tie up all the loose ends.
You got a long weekend. You got Thanksgiving break. You got Christmas break, spring break. Why not? And then you have about 44
if you really
hours.
want to do this, we've established that we have fast travel. So
We did.
So
I also have not confirmed or denied whether or not the school thing is a joke or a reality. So you might want to at least give your mother a call. I don't know.
It's fine. I'll write a letter.
Hi, Mom. Quick question. Do I need to go back to school?
I feel like we established this at Arc 0, but I don't remember.
This was not. I know that for a fact because I was debating this in the middle of Arc 2 or 3 because Mansoor brought it up as a question.
I know at some point we had a conversation about this, and I thought we came to an understanding, but maybe we didn't. I don't know.
I'll be generous and say that you don't have to head back to school.
Yay!
But what are you in 6th grade probably? Because you're 10, turning 11-ish.
Yes.
Yeah. 6th grade or something like
yes.
that. So, you're gonna miss out on those basic algebraic equation type things.
Oh no, basic algebra. You're
I'm
doing
trying to
that
think
in
what
6th
happened.
grade?
No, it's like areas, surface areas, squares.
Yeah, Daisy, you would know. Yeah, 6th grade math. What does that look like?
So far, it's areas, surface areas, squares.
You're gonna not know how to do this. Yeah, you're not. MDAS is out of your head at this point. Kyle, roll smart with disadvantage for PEMDAS.
Solidifying multiplication.
I rolled like a 6, so.
You no longer can do basic multiplication, division, exponents, or.
No, I can do all of them independently. I just don't have them in the right order at all.
Yeah, you can do them. You just can't do them in the right order.
Hold on. We gotta find a fun anagram for PEMDAS.
All right. So while Muhammad does that, Rose, is there anything you would like to do in Den City while you're here? It is a city. You can restock. You can refuel. You can talk to people. I don't know, whatever.
I don't.
If you have an idea that I don't have.
Rose was only here because Kyle said he had to show up for something, and we did. So.
Fair point. For your sake, for both of your sakes, technically speaking, from Den City, you're gonna have to travel. If you want to go by boat to the edge, you're gonna have to travel back to Watertown and go around the edge of the region. Or if you wanted to take a longer route, you could walk there.
I mean,
travel.
Didn't the dancer recommend going on foot?
The dancer recommended going by foot, but you don't have to listen to the dancer.
I mean, we don't have to listen to the dancer, but the dancer recommended going by foot for like security reasons, you know?
We don't have to listen to anybody.
You don't. I'm
Rose
just
is
offering
the
the NPC options.
Rose is now the rebellious teenager in the party.
Look, I didn't get my time. Now it's my chance.
Living vicariously? Nah, I'm just living. I mean, I see no reason for Kyle to doubt the dancer's intel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kyle, right, on their way out of the city, Kyle's under the assumption, oh yeah, all right, we're legging it over to the edge.
Coolio. All right, to do so, you're gonna need that. Okay. Remind me what both of your speeds are.
15 and 13.
15 and 13. Okay. So it'll take
Yeah.
about.
Why did I remember that? But genuinely, before Anirudh did the recap, I did not remember any of what happened last episode. Can someone explain this to me, please?
I don't know.
You're a numbers guy.
Yes. Me hates being put into a box. Also, me. Yeah, I am a numbers guy. I can't deny this.
So by foot, it'll take about 2.5 days of travel.
Oh, that's calm. Yeah, that's fine.
Because you're 13, 20. Yeah, 2.5 days. I think.
And we're about to hit half a day right now.
Yeah, this is your half day today. So.
Yeah. 3 days from now, we wake up in the edge. At the edge? On the edge? By the edge?
At the edge.
I mean, they all work.
You wake up in city.
The edge is a town, right? It's a location. So you could be at the location, you could be in the location. On a city doesn't make sense, right? You could be by the location.
From the edge.
True.
Yeah, but we're going to the edge. We could also be above the edge.
Nevertheless, the edge is there, and y'all are heading there. So,
can we be below the edge?
You
off the edge.
You could be off the edge for sure.
Just off the edge, yeah.
You could be below the edge, I think, theoretically, if you went ocean and then underneath it to a certain point.
Behind the edge.
You're going to approach it from behind the edge, technically.
We are just on the other side of the edge.
We're
not over the edge.
Let's stop talking about the edge and start heading there.
We weren't talking about the edge. We were just talking about prepositions.
Also that. The big thing though is that the density is the city. This is probably the final city, barring me making up a city that exists on the map but doesn't have a name yet. So maybe not.
Did you mean barring we making up a city?
Barring somebody in this group making up a city.
Final city.
Don't tempt me, Daisy. I will make a city called Final City.
No, we will make a city called Final City.
Somebody will make a city called Final City. Nevertheless, final shot, Den City. Anything you want to do here? Or we're going to head up the escalators, elevators, stairs. You know what? Pick a well. It doesn't matter.
I want to go up the well that is just a bucket and a pulley.
Climb the rope.
You can do that.
No, I don't want to climb the rope. I want to sit in the bucket. I want to be lazy.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Just making sure, though, before we actually leave, nothing shopping-wise, nothing travel, talking, nothing like that, right?
No. I've got nothing I need.
Y'all are
I
stocked
have
up.
apples.
That's all you really need, as long as you don't get into any fights. Look.
It's been 14 episodes, and we've had one fight. I think we're good.
Okay, wait, hold on. Remind me, what's Audrey's typing? Is it normal psychic?
That's normal.
It's pure normal.
Oh, just pure normal? Oh, then yeah, we're fine. Nothing hits us both. It's fine.
So you guys head over to the well in the center of the city, because Kyle's real insistent on going up a bucket. So you head over there, and it is a very large bucket. It is to symbolize a water bucket. There's no actual water in there, although I think if you were to go, they're like levels, right? So there's the top level, which is like the ground. There is the Den City level. If you went lower than that, that actually would get water, but right now it's not really used for that. It's used more as a transportation thing. There is a large golden bell that you're supposed to.
This giant central elevator goes down into the town swimming pool.
Probably. There's a golden bell there that's supposed to be rung so that the person can pull the Pokemon can pull the rope. So I presume you guys step in and ring.
I pull the rope.
You wouldn't be able to pull the rope. Somebody else has to pull it.
This is like a 30-foot tall bucket with like a little door that you walk in and then you sit in the bucket and you just...
It's basically an old-fashioned elevator. So you guys ring the bell, I presume.
How presumptuous. Yeah, I ring the bell.
All right, you ring the bell. After it settles down, you feel the rope start to have a little pull on it, and then the bucket starts going up. This is a real janky elevator because it's basically just hut. And you're just like basically popping up. It's like an elevator if it kept like stalling every 2 feet. So up.
I mean, it's just the same thing as standing in an elevator, but instead of standing, you jump in the elevator as it's going up or down.
Basically. You pull up and get to the very top, exit out of the elevator, and you're in the Garbodor's living room right now.
Nope.
Yeah.
We found the whale.
Yeah, I figured there's money down here. It's a whale. This whale right here is my personal whale, fur whale. You want to go down there? You want to get your
Are you the mayor?
Wait.
that was the what of someone who thinks they were just asked the dumbest question on the planet. Like that was a what of just like what? Are you okay?
You've got the large bucket elevator in your living room. You gotta be important.
Well, yeah, you see, I'm actually, the bug master, all this sort of stuff. So you got to, the first guy was made bug, eventually losing all the elevator stuff, and then a farm over there, and all that sort of stuff.
The bug master? Okay. I don't know what that means, but have a good day.
Dance and bless this fool. And you guys head off after a fun little conversation from this version's Piplup. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM DM of Not a Scratch, and thank you for listening to this episode. As always, episodes come out weekly, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things you ought to do when supporting a podcast. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way, the easiest way, the optimal way is to share us with your friends. Share us with people that have the minor/major obsession with dice that I think everybody in this TTRPG universe kind of has, because dice are very cool. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform, whether it's Spotify rating us 5 stars, Apple reviews and rating us 5 stars there, or just on whatever platform you've got. Reviews bring new people into our community, help us in the algorithm, and give us advice on what we can improve upon in the future. You can follow us on all the socials at Not a Scratchcast, or email us at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We've also got a Discord for Not a Scratch and have a bunch of awesome, amazing, wonderful, exciting people, some of which, actually all of which, are part of this community, and you can join to help build that community as well. We've got a website, which you can check out at www.notascratchcast.com, with access to our episodes, merch, art page, the whole 9 yards. And if you send us your fan art, you might be able to see it on our website, with your permission, of course. Website, merch, all this fun stuff. Updates over time, so stay tuned. We want to thank Glitch X City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi remix, Lost Woods Legend of Zelda Chill remix, Mystery Dungeon Time Cure remix, Mystery Dungeon Sea of Time remix, and the Hoenn Dive theme remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Middle Earth Dawn, Down by the Sea, and Woodland Campsite. We also want to shout out our patrons. We at Not a Scratch have a Patreon where you can get amazing extra benefits regarding the show and its future. If you've checked it out recently, you can see a bunch of them, including early access to episodes, special behind-the-scenes looks at what goes into the games, and more. You'll also be recognized during the show right here. Thank you to our Patreon members, Ginny, Ursa93, Eli, Pure Glaceon, Damon Liker, Lord Toffee, Simon Pellawakin, Fennec, Evelyn C., Journeyman Negative, Robert O., Arming Sword and Buckler, Blue Earweir, and Dark Ride Drive. If you want to become a member, a paid member, you can join this list of groups here, or you can join as a free member and get access to some of the free stuff that we post somewhat infrequently, but definitely still available as well. For more information, check out the links in the episode description or contact us on Discord or Twitter. Now, a couple of promotional thingy things that we want to talk about here. Number one, if you've checked the description of this episode or the last episode, you might have noticed there's now a new folder instead of where the map originally was, and that's actually showing you all more close-up views at the maps in question. You can see maps of the entire region or specific states of the Outcast region. That's available for your convenience in the description down below. The second thing that I want to promote is that the Adorancast and Operation E-Clock is back. If you check out any podcast player that you listen to podcasts, you might find something called the Adorancast, AHDURIN. I can't even spell my fake name, Adorancast, where you can check out the campaign that I started last year, put on temporary hiatus. It is coming back. We're re-releasing old episodes and then starting off with new episodes once all of those are up to date. A bunch of them are out now, so if you've forgotten old details or just want to re-listen to the start of the campaign, you can do so, again, wherever you find podcasts. If you have a promo for your show or your podcast, we would love to help. All you have to do is send us an email or contact us on Twitter, Discord, any other socials, you know how it is. We'll be happy to discuss more. Now, we shall transition back to Rose being on different timing, I think.
Is the dancer God?
The dance is important. And away you go down south towards the edge. Make a check depending on what that is. Both of you, why not? Go ahead and make a. I guess it's
I've
a
rolled
beauty
the same
thing.
number twice in a row now. This is concerning.
Go ahead and roll a beauty roll, I guess.
I've got 14 minus 1.
Let's see. Gotta get my dice, because I forgot this is a game.
Yeah, my dice are currently in my backpack right now. I should probably do that.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay. Kyle, you notice it. Manaphy, you notice it. Yeah, but
Manaphy notices everything.
Well, Manaphy is the one that it's happening to, which is why you guys notice. As you guys are traveling now, Manaphy is starting to get quieter, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Kyle, from your perspective. Rose, from your perspective, Manaphy has started to look over the ocean now. It's just staring intently in that direction.
See anything cool?
Yeah.
Nice. What do you see?
Cute.
Cubes?
Cute.
Cute.
Manaphy turns to you like, no. Cute.
Me.
Do you?
Do you?
Manaphy starts to look at Kyle like, cute.
Kyle pulls out the book, Kyle reaches it. I assume, like, if Manaphy's just staring at the ocean, Manaphy's, like, I don't know, like, sitting on Kyle's head or, like, riding on Kyle's shoulder or something. So Kyle reaches into the bag, pulls out the book of myths, and flips to a page and points and looks at Manaphy questioningly.
What are you pointing at?
What do you think I'm pointing at?
I need you to say it out loud so that I can correctly assume that you're correctly assuming.
Big fish.
No, that's not.
No.
Manaphy shakes her head now.
Oh, huh. What did I you? Oh, interesting.
Say it again.
Cute.
Do.
Kyle holds up the book, like, to Manaphy, like, as it, like, offering to let Manaphy turn to a page. If Manaphy's been looking through this book all this time, Manaphy knows.
Manaphy pulls out some bubble glasses, puts them on, and starts flipping through the book like a professor. Like a fool, I pulled out all my dice, which wouldn't be a bad thing, except I have 6 different sets here, and I can't find any d20s. Alright, here we go.
Why roll a d20 when you could just roll 5 d4s?
I think because the math doesn't work out that way.
It's fine.
Oh, good. Manaphy rolled a high roll, because why not? So Manaphy with a 16, flip, Kaya, shows you the book. It is not on the Manaphy page, though. It's not on the Kyogre page. It's on the Fione page.
Huh?
That's you.
Isn't Manaphy a child?
Manaphy is a child, yes.
I knew Manaphy wasn't the child.
I'm confused.
Rose looks at Kyle. Why are you confused?
I mean, I don't know if Kyle's confused. I am confused. I think Kyle is just like a little puzzled, but like Kyle knows there's like a link between Fiona and Manaphy, and it's just like, okay.
I guess Rose would be like, "Do you see this? Do you know this one? Do you see them?"
Oh, are you asking Manaphy this?
Yeah.
Manaphy like puzzledly thinks, and Manaphy's like,
Does this have to do with the do? Can you show us?
Manaphy, I think the book was pointing in Kyle's direction, just points it towards you. And you can read the Manaphy page talking about Fione's page, talking about who Fiona is and their relationship with Manaphy and all that. They have this sort of like a sibling-like relationship almost at this point, where it's usually one is paired with the other. And then there's a specific section talking about something called the Fione Do. It's basically a cure-all. Like, if you have any malady whatsoever, this will cure it. No exceptions.
The Fione
and then Manaphy,
Do?
Fione Do spelled D-E-W. And Manaphy's pointing at that, be like, "Cute."
Okay. Do you need... Are you looking for this? You see it?
Manaphy just points into the ocean as if like, yeah, it's there.
Huh. Just in the ocean.
Manaphy just has this blank look. You.
Okay. I start walking towards the ocean.
I'm having crazy brain blast moment, but I'm going to save it for the post game.
Meanwhile, Rose is walking to the ocean. Kyle, if you want to stop Rose or ask.
Or I guess I'm more of like looking at Manaphy and being like, can you show me? And like asking if Manaphy wants me to like hold them so they can point while I walk or something.
You want to use Manaphy like a compass, just whoop, this way?
It's a dowsing rod.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Sure. Manaphy just kind of crawls up on your head, and now you just have this like water creature on your forehead, just kind of with the antenna pointing like ding.
Every now and then I hold up a Pokepuff for Manaphy to eat.
Is Manaphy pointing in the direction of the road to the edge, or is Manaphy pointing like way off course?
You would, yeah, if you were to, based on the maps and all that, guess where the edge is. There's probably some cross pattern there, because Manaphy's pointing. Remember, for your specific dream thingy, remember how you basically went to the edge and like walked, ran, schmoozed over through the water for a while. From the direction Manaphy's pointing, you would see like, yeah, there's an X that marks a spot at a certain point where those two lines cross. But that is, again, Kyle, that is a ways away, because you remember you had to have special, legendary power thingy activate in order for you to vamoose yourself over there.
Also, Anirudh, you may have broken the timeline again, because that was when Hoopa sent Kyle to the future, and now my brain's just broken. Anyways,
unless Hoopa didn't actually send you to the future.
I think we very much established that one was past, one was present, one was future, and Kyle got vamoosed to the future.
That's what Hoopa said, though.
No, that's what Anirudh said. I don't think Hoopa said it.
I think I said that. I think both of us said it. Hoopa and I, hold up, let me talk. Hoopa, yeah. Hoopa and I have come to an understanding that both of us said it.
Okay.
Of course, Anirudh's in cahoots with Hoopa.
Of course. Anyway, so Manaphy's having this due moment with Rose, who at any point in time is about to jump off a cliff into the ocean. Kyle, meanwhile, you're having a big, like, oh my gosh type of moment, I think, maybe. I don't know if Kyle's having this or Muhammad's having this.
Kyle's more so just like, oh, okay, interesting. I guess this is, we can make this quick. Like, Kyle has put two and two together, like, all right, Manaphy wants to go to this spot and get the Fiondu, but also this spot seems to be where we could find Kyogre anyway, so like, we can kill two birds with one stone. We get Manaphy the Dew, and we can go see Kyogre. Above game, Muhammad is very much like, wait. Why does Manaphy want the Fiondu?
You.
I'm still just following the direction Manaphy's pointing.
I have
Rose, for your sake, you're about to fall. Like,
I have one small like theory in my head of one small vision in my head of like what's gonna happen when we inevitably find this Fiondu, and I don't want to say it because I just want it to be. I just wish in my heart for it to be true, and I want that moment, like that, just like pure moment of like, yes, I don't know the thing I thought he was gonna do. That's all I want. But I don't want to say it. I don't want to give him ideas.
I know what's happening with this, so you're not going to change.
No, yeah, but it's also in like the execution of it, Oh,
I see what you're saying. All right.
Like what's in my head isn't an outcome; it's a moment.
Okay, I see.
Live with the moments.
Cool. Nevertheless, Manaphy's pointing in that direction.
It's
Rose,
off
you're
of a
about
cliff?
like the area that you're walking in right now, the ocean is below you. You would have to jump, and you would be jumping for a second or two.
Or 10.
So enough so that the fall would not be good for your legs.
Okay. Is there any other way to get down to the water then?
I mean, you could climb down, certainly, but Manaphy, you can judge sort of just based on how Manaphy's going. It is, when walking in that direction, you would think Manaphy's antenna dowsing device would start to move a little bit. It is pointed in the exact same direction, which sort of implies it's that way, but a ways away that way. And a ways away that way, from your perspective, is deep in water, which I don't know about you. This isn't backstory we've discussed. how good of a diver is Rose as a Pokemon that A, isn't a water type, and B, doesn't know dive?
Alright, time to learn dive.
Real quick, does anyone have a TM I can use?
Dancer! Do you know dive?
Can Guacamole learn dive? Like, I would think it could, but I'm not sure.
I think it could.
We're gonna very quickly clickety clack.
Can Manaphy learn dive?
That would be a no.
Yeah, no. I was like, for some reason, I don't think it can, and nope, it doesn't.
Is dive a move in this game?
I'm fairly certain it is. I don't know if it's a TM. I'm fairly certain it's a move. Although now that I think about it, a lot of the Pokemon that I would have thought get dive don't.
Gen 9. Okay, yeah. Finizen, Barrascuda, Dondozo, they've got dive, so it's at least a thing.
Yeah,
they made it exclusive. Or more exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, also, dive is... I feel like it's a move that doesn't get used much. Also, those are the ones who get it by level up. I'm trying to see if anyone gets it by TM.
There's no TMs. There's no TMs for it.
Oh, they took away the dive TM?
Looks like it, yeah.
Huh. Well, sounds like we're getting that TM in December.
That's a good point.
Alright, you can't dive until then.
Yeah, basically.
So, next episode, dive.
But nevertheless, yeah, so you guys are here. We spent, like I guessed early on, we've spent 20 minutes on 14 minutes of actual time, so.
Yeah, I think if Rose starts, like, veering off the road towards the ocean, Kyle just, like, tugs at, like, what,
Hold
like,
up.
Rose's arm is like, nope, we're staying on the road, we're going to the edge.
I mean, Manaphy wants to go out here, though. I think there's something.
Kyle just goes, don't worry, we'll get there eventually, don't worry.
I mean, how far away is the edge? Because if what Manaphy wants is out here, then we'd have to go back around and come all the way out here.
Kyle just shakes his head and goes, what Manaphy wants is out there, and points in the direction Manaphy's pointing.
Right, but the ocean is not just the same everywhere.
Kyle again shakes his head and just goes, what Manaphy wants isn't here, and points at the ocean that can be seen around the cliff, like you gesture at like the area near, like right nearby. The guy's like, yeah, no, what Manaphy wants isn't here, and then raises his arm again and goes, what Manaphy wants is out there.
Okay, so let's go.
How?
I was waiting for it. I was just like, so, how?
I don't know, we could fall down the mountain or something. We could climb down.
And that puts us here. Gestures to what is, when you're looking over the ocean, it's like hundreds of square miles of ocean that you see. And Kyle's like, we don't need to be here. We need to go out
I love how there's
there.
a really easy way to explain this, and neither of you are like going down that path. You're just like here versus there. Figure it out.
I mean, regardless of where we are, we're gonna need to go into the deep ocean.
Kyle nods and just goes,
so you have no way of doing it either.
Kyle shakes his head and goes, that's why we're going to the edge.
And there's something at the edge that lets us do that?
Kyle kind of gives like a half nod, half shrug, and just goes, it's better than what we have here.
And what is that?
Kyle genuinely doesn't know how they're gonna pull this off, because he assumes he's already burned the Tapu Fini card.
You have, yes.
So Kyle just kind of shrugs and just says, a boat? Some help? Another Pokemon that can help us get out there?
Manaphy, do you want to go out there now, or are you okay going to the edge?
Manaphy looks at both of you like, you? Question mark.
And I like point Manaphy out towards the ocean, being like, now? And then I point in the direction we're walking, or the edge.
I think Manaphy is asking for Manaphy is asking for like You guys understand I want the do, right?
Yeah, Kyle at this point takes Manaphy back, puts Manaphy in his backpack, and gives Manaphy a pat on the head, and just says, "Do," and starts walking. Starts walking down the road.
Manaphy gives like a salute, like "do," and then just falls asleep. And he's like, "I've done my contribution for this episode. I'm good."
Manaphy said, "Okay, do nap time."
I do not understand the point of the interaction.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Neither do I. To be completely honest, neither do I.
What happens happens. Anyway, as we continue down south, I'm going to jump over to, I guess this would be, since it's half a day, it's like 6.5-ish, 7-ish units. I don't want to edit the coastline, thank you very much.
Kyogre's up to something as Anirudh reshapes the map.
Yeah, no, I may have accidentally just increased the landmass by like 20 miles.
Oh no, Groundhog's cooking.
So you guys, as we approach nighttime, give me a time that you feel like stopping. For comparison's sake, the time when you left was about noon.
8
o'clock. Great. It's 8 p.m. So it's 8 p.m. and I think you're approaching a river. So like the ocean is kind of opened up, and a river seems to be technically the water's going from inland to outland, but same difference. You can see the river kind of cutting across. It's like a small little bridge that's here, and you can see another one in the distance down there. As you guys are, my perspective has been you're basically walking along the coastline. Is that accurate?
I mean, yeah. As soon as like there's this road that goes down the coast towards that leads to the edge, and we're just taking this coastal road. So there's always like the ocean over on our our left side.
Yep.
But you mentioned we were also up on cliffs, so maybe like this river just goes like right into like a waterfall down into the ocean.
Yeah, possibly. Okay.
I mean, to be completely honest,
like
I have no idea where we are on the map. So.
Oh, it's we are.
Or where we're going.
I will explain it later.
We're on the east coast. We're going south, and there is water, and there is road, and there is apparently river with bridge.
Okay.
That Daisy's like that narrows it down to somewhere in this large vicinity. I
mean, if you're talking on the map, we're on the Fluvius coast. So
yeah. So the time has come, 8 o'clock. You guys have been walking for a while. Theoretically speaking, actually, reality speaking, you both should drop your belly by 7.
Only to fill it right back up when we sleep.
Assuming your sleep is not interrupted, yes.
Well, thanks. All right, 15 belly it is. And then we have a healthy dinner of Poke Puffs, and our belly is restored.
Is that what you... Poke Puffs, as far as I have... / we have established, does not do anything except give a big thumbs up from Daisy.
Yeah.
And a big thumbs up is worth 10 belly.
That's not fully established, sir.
Jelly donuts.
Jelly donuts is different. Donuts. Yeah, we just have a little scene where you guys are eating onigiri. I mean, jelly donuts. This is great. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
These jelly-filled donuts are delicious.
Yes, we all love them. Manaphy's got a blue raspberry donut.
Blue raspberry donut?
Why not? I don't know. I'm making things up. It's got to be blue. That's a big thing.
Blueberry.
Oh, that's right. Blueberries do exist.
But blueberries are purple.
Shh, details. Blue raspberries don't exist.
They don't. The blue raspberry, as far as I know, is a lollipop flavor.
That exists.
Blue raspberries?
Yeah, lollipop flavor. It exists.
Well, yeah, okay. The lollipop flavor exists.
Yes, of course, because, lollipop flavors are all natural, not artificial.
You think you can't fill a donut with artificial blue raspberry jelly?
Why are we feeding this mythical child artificial donuts? Like, what are we doing?
Because it wants it?
You. See, this one isn't DEW. This is DO, as in do want me some blue raspberries.
I was going to say it was Mountain Dew.
This episode of Manaphy is brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew voltage.
The flavor and color do not derive from any species of raspberry, but rather the flavor was manufactured by using, quote, mostly esters of the banana, cherry, and pineapple variety.
Where?
Okay.
Yeah, blue raspberry is not at all raspberry.
But it is blue.
It is very blue. It's banana, cherry, and pineapple, apparently.
Which is very fun.
3 flavors that, on their own, are not great candy flavors. In my opinion. In my opinion. Well, cherry flavor has been ruined for everyone by children's Tylenol. Banana doesn't seem like a flavor that translates well to sweet candy. And I'm personally not a fan of pineapple. So...
But banana candy flavor is the most real banana flavor you'll have.
It's the true banana, yeah.
It's true banana.
Banana flavored candy tastes more banana than anything else banana?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I was hearing you right. Including bananas.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the bananas, I think, are like a specific strand, technically, or a specific type of banana that's widely used, right? Something along those lines.
Yeah, because the true banana was killed off by blight.
Yep.
Yeah, this is true.
So they had a new resistant strain of banana. Because
Bananas are very muted in flavor, to be fair.
Yeah. Bananas, I guess, aren't actually like a tree. They're just a plant.
Bananas are berries.
Yeah.
So
they're like replicas.
Like replicas. That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as Rose and Kyle start talking about the etymology of bananas,
this has been berry talk.
This is not etymology.
This isn't etymology, but I wanted to shift it so it would be slightly different. What is this, bud?
It's not etymology or entomology.
What would it be? The biology of bananas?
Baramology.
Baramology? Oh, brother.
Well, then we'd have to have an Ursa ring here.
And Ursaring comes around and says, "Hi, I'm a professor of berries here. Today..."
I would wholeheartedly trust an Ursa ring on all matters berry. Like, if there are Pokemon that are going to be expert on berries, it is Ursa ring and Beware. Like, those 2 mons house berries.
I feel like there's a Chef Munchlax out there.
Beware deals with the larger fruit varieties. Well, Ursaring is very apt at picking tiny berries off of bushes.
Oh,
Ursaring, the creature we think of when we think of mauling people with claws, is also the cherry picker. Just like,
here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. Since the introduction of Ursaluna, Ursaring's kind of a softie. He's got a soft spot, you know?
See, I still have not played that, so therefore Ursaring is the exclusive version that I know.
Okay, but have you not seen a picture?
Maybe I have. It's like on all fours and like almost expands outwards, it feels like. I'm trying to think of, right?
Much like the universe expands, never ending.
Yes. And what else is ever expanding this podcast?
These 2 haven't played the Teal Mask yet.
This is true. That sounds terrifying. Anyway, as you guys are talking about the biology of bananas...
know how true that statement is.
It's nighttime. Anything you want to discuss? Anything you want to talk about to each other before we go to sleep?
I mean, I would like our berry professor to stumble on it so we can talk to them.
You know what? Why the devil not? There's a traveling professor. Let's give him a name, folks.
Oh goodness, hold on.
Daisy wasn't ready for this.
I didn't think
they name. We know it's an Ursa ring. Ursa ring. We know they are. I'm gonna give their nickname as Professor Berry.
A berry is a small, pulpy, and often edible fruit. Typical berries are juicy, round, brightly colored, sweet, sour, or tart, and do not have a stone or...
The professor's name is just Professor Berry.
Yeah, it's Professor Berry, but Berry is spelled B-A-R-R-Y.
No, B-E-A-R-Y. Come on now.
Nah, we gotta have a little bit of variety here.
Well,
plus
their name is Barry, B-A-R-R-Y, and their last name is Barry, B-E-A-R-Y.
No, they can't have a last name. They're not a player character.
That's very true.
Dr. Professor Barry.
Wait, hold up. Dr. Professor Barry.
Also, I forgot to tell you, Rose goes and goes up the cliff, and this is my new character now.
It's a normal type. It still works. So.
Rose was a ditto, actually, all along.
Why not? You know what? Craziest thing is, there's a decent chance this character ends up showing up in Arc 12 or something and is like a vital piece of information. But for now, oh no, my stupid. All right, well, this is not only a real character. I know how they're going to be impactful in the story going forward. Anyway,
Ha 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 ha. I
Dr.
have
Professor
power.
Barry- It's wild. They may have a limited impact in this one if/when we do a sequel, like Not a Scratch 2.0 or whatever. They're gonna have a very big impact on that story. But
Well,
anyway, regardless of
Well,
that,
whoever plays that, have fun.
well, but like I quit at that point.
Well, I'm just saying, I might genuinely be retired by the time Not a Scratch 2.0
That's very
gets
true.
started.
All of us are 65 years old or so.
Oh, you think
So,
you think I'm retiring at 65? Please.
Dr. Professor Barry shows up as a traveling professor talking about the life and lies and the histories and delicacies of berries. And I think he's walking along Fluvius as well. He's a traveling talksman. He's heading to
Or is he, out
Watertown. Why not?
is he out surveying the Alcast region for all different manner of berries?
I think his goal in life. We'll establish this now. Why not? His goal in life is to discover a new berry.
Okay.
There has to be ways to do that, just crossbreeding and all that sort of stuff. But he wants to discover an exclusively new, uninterrupted type of berry that's just never been touched before.
To be named the berry.
When's the last time we got a new berry?
Probably recently. I feel like they've been introducing them relatively.
I feel like we haven't gotten a new berry in a while. Gen 7 introduced no new berries.
What's a no-new berry?
No, brother.
Um,
So, would you say Let's Go technically is the last new berry stuff?
oh, did Let's Go introduce new berries?
Well, Let's Go brought in the Pokemon Go berries.
Well, but the Pokemon Go berries were existing
I guess
berries, just used
yeah,
differently.
they existed beforehand.
Yeah. Hold on. Could I not just find a list of berries? Yes. Berries were introduced in Gen 2. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know if we got a new berry since Gen 4. Wait, no, I lied. Hold on. Wait, it lists the generation introduced. 4, I see 6. Oh, wait. We got a new berry in Legends Arceus? Wild. Did not know that. If you don't count Legends Arceus, it's been Gen 6. It's since Gen 6 that we have got a new berry.
Okay.
Anyway, now we'll have a new berry.
Maybe. Who knows?
After Not a Scratch Season 2, where it's all about berries.
Yeah, yes. Anyway, so I think why not? Because we'll make the character real. You meet up with the professor here. Roll a d20.
Who?
Both of you.
I got a 20.
I got an 18.
Very cool. Congratulations. You rolled big numbers. Let me figure out what this actually is.
I don't think I wasn't prepared for you guys to succeed.
Welcome to
wasn't
the
pre- I
new
wasn't prepared
game, Big
for
Number
anything.
Rollers.
I wasn't prepared for anything. Which
I mean, we haven't
probably
played
just-
Roll That Die in a while, so.
Very true.
Are
Why not?
we ever going to play Roll That Die again? I don't know.
Theoretically, yes.
Oh,
I have an
okay,
idea in mind of when, but
cool. Oh, cool. So we're going to play
Very
Roll That Die in Arcade.
yes. How much space do you guys have in your bags?
Yes. I have 3, I think. Or 2.
I have 1 space in my bag.
Okay. I think the professor, you for your own specific reasons, really enjoy his conversation. I think the professor.
Oh, what? We're not going to get any example conversation.
We can. All right. Wait. Let me get my glasses down.
This is the rest of the episode now.
Well, now, Mr. Kyle and Mr. Rose, I greatly
Anirudh
appreciate
in the
our
intro
conversation
did
here.
say he didn't want us to get to the dreams, and just as he was about to get to the dreams, Daisy, you threw him a lifeline.
Mr. Kyle and Mr. Rose, I greatly appreciate your conversation with me. I'm glad to see more berry lovers like me traveling around this region. In fact, did you know, actually, let me introduce you to something very, very interesting. You know orange berries and pecha berries and cherry berries, all of these standard berries, yes?
Yeah, I've got one of each.
Perfect. Did you know, if you planted them together, they actually introduce mixed effects. If you combine an oranberry and a pecha berry, if you crossbred them, you could actually create a berry that heals poison and health at the same time.
Oh goodness, what's that called?
Thank you for giving me a thing that the DM has to think about.
It's the Ocha berry. You just combine Pecha and Oran berry.
Yeah, but I want to try to make it a little bit more interesting than that.
The Ocha berry famously goes well with tea.
Or Etcha
All right, why
berry.
not? We'll go Ocha berry. Why not? Yes, it is in fact called the Ocha berry. It is a very fascinating. It's almost like it's actually here. In fact, I have pictures of them. I don't have one on me, unfortunately. But you can see here, it's actually literally split down the middle. It's as if the left-hand side is an oranberry and the right-hand side is a pecha berry. It shifts color immediately. There's no melding of the colors or anything like that. And if you were to consume the full berry, not only would it heal you the amount that oranberry would, it would also heal any sort of poison conditions you have, similar to a pecha berry. And there are similar combinations. Now, some of them work better than others, for example. But my favorite one, and one that I would like to give to you both, is the combination of a citrus and an oranberry.
Wow. A Soren berry.
A sorenberry, yes, my dear friend. You understand this perfectly. You see, an oranberry heals D8 health. This is a system that we're going with at this point. A citrus berry heals D20 plus 10. But what if you combine the two together? Then
A D28 plus 10?
exactly, my dear friend. A D28 plus 10. Or technically speaking, you roll a D20, you roll a D8, and then you add 10 on top of that. But that is a sorenberry.
I would like to suggest a pronunciation or a spelling instead of like just Oranberry. It's Soarin. It's a Soren.
S-O-A.
Oh, Lord.
R-I-N.
Oh.
It's a sorenberry. In fact, this berry is very interesting. It's not actually named after the combination of a citrus and oranberry itself, but it's nicknamed by the creator themselves. See, the creator was a Pharaoh. Why not? And literally created this while in the sky. A question that I still have not gotten a great answer from them.
You can only grow it in the clouds.
They for some reason have never explained this. I don't understand why. They're sitting here saying it's a trade secrets, and I'm like, my friend, the patent expired, and he's like, trade secrets. I could go look at it if I wanted to. Trade secret, whatever, doesn't matter. But it is called the Soren berry, and in fact, there's this random idiot god in the sky named Anirudh who's out here trying to write down what exactly this does.
Okay, but so the Sorenberry, Otterud, this isn't the question for the professor. This is a question for you.
It's for how it makes you feel when you eat it. You feel like you're soaring.
You're soaring, flying.
Otterud, so the Sorenberry, left half citrus, right half orange, right?
Correct.
Is it still a Sorenberry if you turn it around?
No. In fact, it's very, very dangerous if you turn it around because it heals you, but you basically have gravity activate on you, like the move gravity or the ability gravity or whatever, where you get stuck to the ground.
It's the density berry.
It's a density berry.
It's a sinking berry.
The Pharaoh was from Den City. Maybe he grew it there. That's it. Real fact, that Garbodor that was making up all those nerves, he was the other professor that made it. Anyway, the Sorenberry not only is it real, I'm giving each of you one. So here you go. Yay.
What? Just one?
One for each of you.
Well,
Daisy
now
rolled at 20. I think Rose gets multiple.
Rose gets 2 then, yeah.
I get a little garden plot that I can start growing them.
If you Daisy, honestly. All right, here's what I'll do. Each of you get one Sorenberry. Rose, since you were real invested in the conversation or whatnot, why not write down garden plot or something, just something that just notifies you.
Portable garden,
whatever you want to work with.
It's a garden that fits in your backpack, and you
It's a
grow
small little
more
portable.
berries.
It's a small garden. You can either grow if you plant one in what's it normally like 3 days or something like that. Does that feel accurate? Does that feel right?
Uh, uh,
Pokemon standard.
berry growth rate Pokemon. Because I'm sure it's changed over time. Oh wait, berries have different growth rates.
Right, right. And then there's mulches and all that come into play as well. But
Well, the growth rate of an orange berry, in Gen 7 was 24. And the growth rate of a citrus berry, where is citrus? Where's the citrus berry? Oh, here it is. 48. You take the
so it
higher.
takes 24 hours to mature with growing a stage every 6 hours.
The real question is, do you want to take the higher of the two, or do you want to add them, or to take the average? Because it's 24 and 48 for the orange and citrus berry. So does this take 3 days to grow? 1.5 days to grow? 2 days to grow? 1 day to grow? 48 times 24 hours to grow?
Is this 12 hours? This is the growth time in hours. Yes. Okay. So,
I mean, I was looking at the Gen
theoretically,
7 rates, and the Gen 7 rates are a little longer than in previous generations.
yeah. We'll go by most recent. So Gen 7. We'll say that many hours to grow one, and then if you want to grow multiple, then you have to wait longer. That's usually how it works. Something along those lines. So
I thought berries were just plant one, get two.
no, it's plant one, get what is it? It's plant one, get number based on watering.
Oh.
And like all those extra things, they can scale it up and down. And then if you wait longer, you can sometimes get more. That's like a weird thing involved.
It's a whole mini game that no one ever played.
Well, I mean, if you really wanted those citrus berries or random other berries, then you probably play the game.
I mean, you very much had to play the game, but no one did. No one used berries in casual playthroughs.
Okay, we'll go by Gen 7, and we'll go. Actually, all right. Here's what I'll do because garden plot, plant one berry.
Now with the orange berry, does the presence of the orange berry speed up the growth of the citrus half of the berry?
Okay, so here's what okay. Throw out everything that we've done so far. This is what the garden plot does. So the garden plot, you plant one or you this garden plot is a small garden plot. I guess theoretically, if we go down this rabbit hole longer, then you could go get bigger garden plots. But this is a small garden plot, so you can plant 1 or 2 berries.
It sounds like we just came across a money printing machine.
Berries don't sell for much.
Yeah, but do you know how quickly berries multiply?
That's where this comes into play. That kind of scales that down a little bit. You're going to plant 1 or 2 berries. You're going to roll a d20 once per day. And then whatever you roll gets added on until you reach that berry value. So 24, 48, 72, etc.
But how many berries do you get when the plant is fully grown? Because surely the berry plant doesn't just have one berry. Like, surely you don't plant a berry, get a berry, and then plant the same berry again and get the same berry again. It's got to be some multiplicative factor.
I'm going to say final berries equals number of days.
Okay. So if you keep rolling low numbers, it'll take a long time, but you'll get more berries.
Correct. And if you roll fast numbers, then you'll get it quicker, but you won't get as many.
This seems fair.
And it's impossible to do it one day, so if you plant one citrus berry, you can get it one day.
Who, is intending to find a way to abuse this.
And you need to, I don't know.
Good thing you don't have the garden plot.
Yeah, and Muhammad can't plant anything. His green thumb is used exclusively for moves, therefore he can't actually plant. There you go. Kyle can't grow anything because he's too busy growing himself because he's a child.
That somehow works.
When Kyle tries to plant something, it instead boosts up his own grass type moves, and therefore he can never touch a berry.
Wait. So permanent overgrowth?
All right, Kyle, get out of this conversation real quick.
Kyle's not your problem. I'm your problem.
That's very true. JC, does that make sense for you? We kind of made this up on the spot, but effectively, if you plant 1 or multiple berries, you can do daily D20 rolls, add them up until you reach 24, 48, whatever you plant, and then depending on how many days it's been, you get that many berries.
Would just like to formally apologize to the wiki crew. for all of the things that I've joined.
There's gonna be a page on Poke Puffs. There's gonna be a page on berries now. There's gonna be a page on the entirety of Den City itself. There's gonna be a page. I can tell right now. Like most viewed pages are gonna be main characters, obviously. Susie, Manaphy, that random Piplup, this random Garbodor. Fully confident it's gonna be on that list.
I will say the one saving grace, the wiki seems to be more story focused than system focused. So unless the wiki group wants to
introduced alone.
Oh well, I mean that's but we all knew what we were signing up for. I mean, we signed up for this. The community didn't, but I'm sure you guys enjoy it.
Wow. Thank you, Professor Dr. Berry.
It's Dr. Professor, thank you very much.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Professor Berry. This is so cool. I'm going to plant a berry right away.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to plant my Soren berry.
We need more Soren berries. Yeah, Anirudh, what did you think was going to happen?
I done screwed up.
What did you think was going to happen, huh?
Okay, that's great.
I promise not to abuse this power.
No, feel free to do so. It's my fault. I'll break it anyway later on. Don't worry. You're playing.
Anirudh has nerfed things in the past. He will nerf things again.
It is now my mission to do some berry crossbreeding since I have 2 spots in this.
I will say this: you cannot crossbreed for 3, so you can't do Soren plus Pecha to get a SOP berry.
A Sporin berry, where every time you use it, you gain the ability on the next turn to use the move Spore.
Yep.
Sure. Anyway, so max you can crossbreed as 2. Some of them are better than others. Some of them are duds. Some of them are goat tier things like Thornberry.
Okay, crazy thought. What if you cross a citrus berry with a citrus berry?
You just get citrus berries. You get them quicker, but you get more of them, but you get citrus berries.
You get
you can't breed a citrus berry?
You cannot breed a citrus berry. That's technically what it would be. Real emphasis on both sides.
It would be a.
I think this would be the Dunsparce situation of like citrus berry or whatever, where you get 2d20 plus 20 recovery.
Citrus berry.
No, you just get more citrus berries. Anyway, any questions about berry stuff?
No, that's good.
Okay, great. Go ahead and
do we have Lepa berries in the system? While we're on the topic of berries and we're on this tangent, do Lepa berries exist? And if so, do they just recover belly?
So PowerPoints are supposed to be a thing, and I have not been a good job of keeping track of that. But technically speaking, in battle,
just use belly.
No. This is a introducing an Arc 6 change that has not been enacted at all.
Oh.
Because we've had one battle, and that battle didn't really need it to apply.
Yeah.
We did. I was supposed to do PowerPoints as well, but PowerPoints ended up not being that necessary because it was a relatively quicker fight. But PowerPoints are a thing. Sort of. Lepa berries probably won't be a thing, or if they are, they're going to be scaled down or do something different. For the most part, most of the berries in the main series games are going to be pulled over to the Mystery Dungeon games. Has it been done yet? No. Will that be done now that we've introduced this whole berry subplot thing? Yes. I might need to send you guys player version 4.1 or something, just like the berry update.
We need a berry patch to our player sheets.
The berry. Well, I've got the berry patch. It's my portable garden.
Oh yes, of course.
The berry addendum.
The berry addendum. Oh no. Anyway, Dr. Professor Berry is going to head off to continue his preachings of berry psychologies. He wishes you farewell.
Good luck.
I get the feeling that we will meet again sometime in the next 12 years, and so I appreciate all that you do towards berrykind.
That's very specific, but okay.
It is very specific indeed. Adios.
I get it.
Let the record show, because this will absolutely have been trimmed down, let the record show that in recording, we spent 30 minutes on berries.
It's about on par with the other random tangents that we go down that end up going into the system. I feel like that fits.
For those of you who really enjoyed this berry segment, you're welcome.
For those of you that didn't, there's a fast forward button or a speed up button or a skip section button. I wouldn't recommend it, but it was there. Anyway,
There's some very good stuff in there.
there's some very good stuff indeed. So, Barry subplot aside, it is now nighttime. I think we are all good to go to bed.
And that's where we end this episode.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. Confirm with me. Are you good to go to bed?
Yes.
I'm like all tucked into bed, dreaming about berries and sugar plums.
No, you're not dreaming about berries.
And that's where we end this episode.
I really had to, poke the bear on. We're absolutely dreaming in this episode, Anirudh. Come on now. I really had to do it.
If the Barry subplot was shorter, we probably would have.
You didn't poke the bear. I did. I brought the bear.
Yes.
I poked the bear. You just brought the berries.
Well done, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, players, for being very good. I promise we won't make those jokes on the next episode. Thank you, everyone, for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I have been your PM, your DM, your GM, Andrew himself.
I've been Muhammad, playing Kyle.
And I've been Daisy, thinking about different berry puns to include next episode.
And until next time, remember, you're not as good as you think you are. In order to find out if you are that good, you need to check how many berries is your bounty. That's right. Brought it back to One Piece. Adios.